Hi, I'm Adriana Lee. I'm 23 years old and I'm based in Austin, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
So this is a follow-up episode. You don't have to see the other episode. This is just going to be like any other financial audit, other than I'm going in more blind because I like to go in blind on follow-ups and see just how you've done. Now, I am in a little bit of pain as the Apple Card, which is like I don't have to look very hard to see what this is, $7,162 on an Apple Card. But last time there was like a weird tax situation of just not paying taxes, saving up for taxes, and then you're in a lot of debt, and you were spending so much money on just like bad stuff. Yeah, that is true. But I have done my taxes. You did your taxes?
Yeah.
You did your taxes. How was that? What happened?
It was good. It was a little bit confusing, and it costs a lot of money to get done. But yeah, that's okay because they're finally done.
You paid a CPA to do it? Mm-hmm. Cool. How are we preparing for this next year? Are you paying quarterly?
No.
Okay.
But I probably should. I don't know too much about taxes.
Well, how many years have you been claiming this as your, primary income and everything? You're a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, I'm a Twitch streamer.
Linked in the description.
But I also stream on Kick, and I post on every social media. I'm like an influencer, like everywhere, I guess. So. And
what's it called? It's not Fansly.
No,
Fan House?
it was Fan House, but it recently shut down, which was a little bit of a crisis for me. But it rebooted as Passes, so it's the same thing, but it's just under a different name.
Okay. How much money are you bringing in on average on a monthly basis right now?
Let me pull my phone out. Because I have it's really like, because May is when we filmed the last one. And I made in total, because I also have other streams of income, $6,769. And then in June, I was balling a little bit. I made $10,484.
Very nice.
But then in July, I made $4,700.
What happened?
I don't know.
No. Where'd the income source get hit the most?
Well, in July, Fan House was still a thing. It's just sometimes like we'll have people like as a content creator, you'll have like people who want to support, and then they'll like go away. Like they'll show up, drop a big donation if it's like on Twitch, or show a lot of support on Fan House, and then they'll like disappear.
And if you want to support, I'm not asking for money. I'm just asking to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 750,000 subscribers. Let's go.
Yeah, but didn't you say you're going to start streaming?
I've thought about streaming. I'm trying to justify, especially if it's like Twitch. I could stream on YouTube. I'm not as educated on that, but if I stream on Twitch, it's a 50-50 split, and I know the time, versus the money. Like, plus my team's already working, full hours.
Yeah.
Do they work more? I don't know. I love connecting with the audience in different ways. We're trying to figure out the best way to do it.
That's why I stream on Kick, because you get 100% of what you make.
I struggle with the gambling aspect.
Yeah, but you have to gamble.
No, I know.
Because I don't gamble.
I'm a little torn on that. Torn. So
but Twitch used to have gambling.
100% either way. I know their owners gamble. Oh, okay. Company.
Well,
again, torn. I'm not 100%. I'm not like anti, but I'm also not pro.
We won't get into the Twitch versus Kick debate.
No, sure, because I'm honestly just not really educated on it because it's not my platform anyway. But of the income sources that come in, what took the hit that decreased your income by 50% that month? Fan House?
Yeah.
Okay, so Fan House dropped by like 5,000 subscribers? Or $5,000?
Mm-hmm. In terms of and I took a vacation that month, so I wasn't really like working because I took like a week-long vacation to Mexico, which was paid for by a family friend. So that's another reason I was like away from my computer all the time. I wasn't really like staying on top of like replying to people or streaming or whatever.
Vacations are good, and I think everyone in normal jobs are vacations, and we're doing like a week vacation here shortly, but like, am I going to be really on vacation? It's hard to say. I think when you're in the social media space, content creator space, I unfortunately don't think in the grind that there are vacations.
That's why you have to like grind.
I'm not saying that as like, I want you to work, you have to work. I'm just being a realist as of being in this position.
Oh, I know. And I've had like videos scheduled during my vacation because I try to keep YouTube consistent at least. And and like my reels, obviously, because I do Instagram reels. It's like my main short form content that does well.
Okay. So. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Okay. So then we went to August.
August was also 4,500.
That's not a good trend.
But then recently,
how's September been so far?
I've made 9,000.
Very good. Where was the bounce up?
But I also have like contracts that I can't really talk about right now with certain platforms, and I'm also doing like contract work as well. And
so what made up the additional 5,000 though this month so far? So 4,000 last month.
Passes.
Okay, so now that that's back up and running, people have converted pretty well to
and my contract work. So which I can't say because I already asked. I asked, I'm like, oh, am I allowed to talk about this? And they're like, no, because
no. We don't have to say who it is or what it is. Are you allowed to say financially what you might benefit?
Yeah, like my contract work that I have right now, I make at least $1,000 extra a month.
Okay, and
then.
It's not very much. Hopefully it's not using a ton of your time, though.
And I'm doing a partnership with Passes as well.
Oh, good. That's good. So it's been like 6 months.
What?
It's been like
6 months?
Huh?
It was May. Last time I was here. May's not 6 months.
Okay, it's been like 4 months.
Yeah.
4 or 5 months.
And also I moved, so
even still 4 or 5 months. Why is this credit card?
No, listen to me. Before we get into this, I moved. And you know how much
everyone moves. I've moved every single year of my life since I've left high school.
Really?
Yes.
Don't you hate it?
Yes. Well, except for when I was in my condo. That was the first time where I stayed somewhere for more than a single year.
Yeah, but you like own your places.
And that's only recently. And still, for 10 years, though, since leaving my house, every single year I moved at least once.
Okay, because moving with like having to pay like the first and last month rent and then the security deposit, and then I have cats, so the pet deposit, and then I hired movers to help me move.
You didn't have to hire movers though.
I did.
Why?
Because I'm only me.
You have friends here. I know you have friends here. I'm seeing your friends here on Friday or Saturday.
You've seen my cute little girlfriends around here that are not going to lift stuff. You haven't, and you know you have. You haven't seen any buff, muscular men unless you were trying to.
You didn't ask me. I'm not buff or muscular, but you didn't even ask me. Would you try to help
me move?
Well, no, but you didn't ask.
Exactly. I know you wouldn't. You're busy, and my other guy friends are busy.
I'm busy and fat, but you could have asked. I would have appreciated an ask.
I'm not gonna. I feel bad asking for help.
No, I'm kidding. But okay. Yes. And that's why we have money to be able to pay it. Even still, after 5 months, we talked about having savings on the side, stuff like this. Getting like a 1 month emergency fund, all those lovely things, of which can help offset that.
Okay. Yeah.
You did not do.
I had more savings than I do in this pile, but I used them to pay because I had to pay double rent for 1 month.
Yep.
So I had to use it.
Which, okay, perfect. Like, that's what if expense like that comes up, that would be good. But why is the credit card debt? Why are we at $7,162 horrible debt dollars?
That's in my snowball. That one's next.
So, walk us through where you've been in the last 5 months in your journey then.
I paid off 3 of my cards out of 5. And that's one of my biggest cards, and it's not paid off yet. It's my second to last snowball.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a 1 month emergency fund currently?
No, but I have half a month.
I'd get to a month because it's just risky. It's dangerous. Because, actually, I have... Eventually, I want you to be like a 9 to 12 month emergency fund because you're like a business owner. And on the content creation side, it's so ebb and flow that you've seen. So that's what I have. And I want you to have that as well so that you're safe on the side. I want you to at least have a 1 month emergency fund before we start aggressively paying off debt. Okay.
Oh, also, I wanted to mention I also spent a lot of money recently on furniture to furnish my house.
You did not have to do that.
I don't want to hear it from you because I saw your financial audit and you financed all your furniture.
Yeah, because I can afford it though.
Yeah, but
you know why I finance? I'm not against financing. Financing is a great tool for those who can leverage it. I used it because instead of dropping $15,000 in the moment, I invested it and I'm paying it off before the 0% kicks in. We are in bad credit card debt with interest accruing. Just dealt with a tax situation. Have a half of a month emergency fund. Half of a month emergency fund and you went and got furniture that, by the way, you hired movers to move furniture. So did we really need to go? Like,
yeah.
Why do we need new furniture though?
Because
you could use the furniture you had.
A small 2-bedroom to a house.
Okay, so we wait till we're out of debt to get furniture. It's a want though. The extra furniture because you had the furniture you needed.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But I wanted other furniture. And I've been savvy about it. Because
You savvy, what is this? You've gone from $6,800
I've been savvy
$67 of your previous balance to now $7,482, a card that's supposed to be snowballed, but you're adding money to it.
How?
You went from $6,800 to $7,482.
You know why? Because I'm still paying off my iPad.
No, that's not why, because there's Apple Bill, Tropical Smoothie, Taco Bell, Apple Bill, Tropical Smoothie, Apple Bill, Tropical Smoothie, fucking some big cartel thing, and okay, lemonade insurance, that's fine. And then Apple Bill, Tropical Smoothie, Apple Bill, Starbucks, Apple Bill. What are these Apple Bills? $10, $15. They're like Apple Pay, swiping out, buying stuff online with the Apple credit card. You're gonna kill me. You made it sound, and this is the first time I'm seeing this page, and there's a hair stuck in my tongue. I apologize. This is my first time looking at this page. I didn't even know this was coming, but I was feeling it coming. But you set up the expectation.
And this is in August.
That was like, what do you mean? Of course, we're looking at your most recent 30-day statement. You can't just change things for 2 days and call it good. I can't diet for 2 days and say I'm on a diet. I'm doing well.
I actually do have something for you. Here. I think you like it.
But you spent money on this.
Yeah, but that's okay. I don't want the other one. I got some for myself in the car. One's chicken and one's steak.
I guess I should see what this actually tastes like. I've never had one.
You've never had one?
7-Eleven, no.
Really? They're so good.
Okay, it's delicious and I would destroy the whole thing.
See? Are they not worth it?
No, not when you're in debt.
What if you're hungry?
Then you make a
I actually did make a sandwich before I came here. It was with cheese and spinach and onion. And meat.
Okay. I mean, you make the sandwich you want to make. But you also went to Starbucks. And all these $10, $15, $9, $5, $17, all of these Apple things. So I don't even know what they are.
And I don't either.
That's bad. That's bad.
And I know. But guess what?
Because you're going every single second of your life.
I also been
There's a little kick to it.
Yeah. I also have been I cancel
Uber Eats.
Well, I cancel a lot of subscriptions too.
These are not all subscriptions though. I thought maybe they were.
Some are.
Yeah, but like unless you have like 30 subscriptions. I don't know. This is you swiping your Apple card or doing Apple Pay, and it's coming up as Apple Bill. You're spending so much money.
That's what it comes up as? That makes sense then.
Yes. You're spending so much money on a card that you can't even pay off.
Yeah, that's true.
24.24% interest rate.
Oh, I didn't know that was included in this.
What do you mean?
Like, I didn't know this page was included.
No, yep, there's your financed Apple. But
yeah, that's just the last of my my snowball.
I know, but you're spending on it. If you're gonna follow the snowball, don't spend on it.
Okay.
And also, if you're in the snowball trying to get out of debt, we're not going to smoothies every day. We're not going to Uber Eats.
But also, I have something to say. August was also hard because that was my first month switching from Fan House to Passes, so I didn't have a lot of money at the beginning of August.
So you put it all the food that wasn't necessary. There wasn't a single necessary purchase on here, so you cannot justify that.
There has to be one.
What?
There has to be at least one necessary purchase. Let me see.
Lemonade insurance.
Yeah.
One. The rest was
two, because I have two charges. So
yes. Uber Eats. $143 was squeezed from you in interest.
Yeah, I'm not proud of that.
We're having this conversation because I'm your friend. I am going to your birthday. My introverted is being dragged out on Saturday.
And I'm here to learn.
You're here to learn, and this is the conversation I wish someone had with me a decade ago when I was and I'm doing it in the exact same way, tough love, that works for me. So, my dude.
I'm getting a lot of tough love from your comments.
I want to thank today's sponsor, Opus, and this is an exciting one because you could win $1,000. And here's how it works. Opus Clip is an amazing AI tool that will turn any of my videos into a series of viral clips in just a single click. All you have to do is head to the description below and just grab the URL from any of my episodes, then head to opus.pro and sign up for a free account, paste the link, and get a bunch of clips with just one click. 2 weeks from today, I will be handing out prizes to whoever has the most views on their YouTube Shorts or TikToks. First place prize is $500, second place prize is $300, and third place prize is $100. Then I'm running it back for a second round so that everyone has a second chance to win. And then finally, after the second round, whoever has the most views overall, they get $1,000. The only rule is that you must tag my TikTok/YouTube channel at and put YouTube Caleb Hammer and hashtag Opus Clip Takeover in the video description / comments of your post. And make sure you put your Instagram handle in your comments or description so that I can contact you if you win. Good luck to everyone, and thanks to Opus for sponsoring this episode. Be nice. We shouldn't.
Someone came on because I watched your channel. Obviously, I originally came to your channel and came on the first time because I watched your channel. For like a minute, and I was like, oh, he's from Michigan? I'm from Michigan, and I live in Austin. Anyways, besides the point. That's how I found you in the first place. And then I saw someone else go on your channel that was like, everyone's been so supportive and helpful in the comments. Y'all are mean to me.
It's definitely video. You guys should always be nice, because you're a for coming on, trying to get help, giving us an update, putting your situation on display other people are going to relate to. So everyone should always be nice. There should be a positive, supportive area in the comment section, but I know it's hard. I know it's difficult.
It's okay. I'm a content creator. I'm used to it. But
yes, the internet is full of faceless, nameless assholes, and that's something that is unfortunately impossible for anyone to control. But
yeah.
What's the minimum monthly payment on this, by the way? Oh, $294.
Oh yeah, it is high on that. I forgot.
Losing so much money on that interest, dude. Hello, Adriana. Oh. So this one's paid off. Mm-hmm. We have a paid off one. How does that feel?
It feels good.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really good. So when was this paid off?
Well, I did pay it off in June, mm-hmm. but then I used it again. But I paid it off at the beginning of the month.
Do you pay it off every time? Does it ever accrue interest?
I don't think so.
No, there was no interest charge. So,
cool.
I'd be nervous with where you've been to do credit cards and stuff like that, because you could easily fall into a trap.
Wait, this is different. This is American Express.
Yeah. So, I can't see the interest.
I don't think
Almost
so.
kind of tastes like a Hot Pocket.
Yeah, it does.
So.
You came back to that.
Okay. So I'm nervous about credit cards with you. Nervous. But,
obviously.
But well done.
Thank you.
This is good. We can celebrate this. This is fantastic.
We're celebrating with the taquito.
Yeah, the taquito. Absolutely. I don't like that you spent money on it, but
it's okay. It was like
goofs and gags. I get it.
Yeah. It's a business write-off. It's in the video.
So the Amex.
Yeah,
new charge is $293.
Why
it's your last snowball, but why are we putting money on it? Why are we putting money on it?
Because a lot of things are like already hardwired to auto pay to that.
Change it. It takes 2 seconds of your life.
I know.
Okay. So
but I'm also scared because
go on.
What if I auto pay a bunch of things to not have credit card and then I go under what's it called? Overdraft. Wait. What if I auto pay things to my debit card and then it
No, it's because I would always have $1,000 in your checking account.
Okay.
What?
That's not the case right now. I have $500 as of today.
Okay, so I would just try to get to a point where we have $1,000 in your checking account.
Okay.
The minimum monthly payment on this, I'm trying to figure out.
The minimum monthly payment last time was expensive because you're going to be mad. It was $300 over the limit.
Why?
But I just paid it off.
See, you may as well overdraft at that point.
Overdraft would be worse because clear. You know why? Reversed. Because I did this clear. It does it every year. Yeah, where you
Prime. Go. I know, but if your balance was right there to begin with, dude, it's because
it got charged yearly. I didn't prepare for that.
There just shouldn't, but all these other ones that are on here anyway shouldn't be there.
Oh, you know why Clear's on there? Because I got an American Express deal where it was like 50% off the first year if you use your American Express card. So I was like, okay, sure.
Cool. That's great. That's awesome. But we still have Prime Video, another Prime thing, Amazon Prime, and your Google storage on here. Again, if we didn't have these recurring charges on here, and the minimum monthly payments would at least be slowly paying this down, and then maybe at that point, when a $259 charge comes in, sure, it'd bring it up, but would it go over the balance? Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're putting on here, dude. So what's your minimum monthly payment on this? Because I can't see it.
I would say like 300.
Okay, we'll say 300. And I don't know how much. The yeah, okay. So, what do we have here? Customized cash world.
This is my first ever credit card.
Current balance is negative, so we're paying. Thank good.
Because I had to use it a couple of times, so I paid it right away. That's why it's negative.
Beautiful, which is great. I still don't think. Well, we have those other debts that we should be doing: Uber Eats, Hulu, Amazon.
Well, I was buying
Those are choices.
furniture.
I don't think we would be getting furniture, as we've clearly discussed.
I got it from Amazon. It was cheap.
Cute. It was money, and you
that
were overspending on a credit card that you already. If we can't pay off credit cards that we have, we are not getting things we don't need. Especially all that bullshit spending on the Apple Card was fucked.
Well, once you see my place, you'll be like, damn, for real? I promise. It's really well furnished.
Congratulations. One, I don't care about that kind of stuff. And two, it's like, I would rather you be out of debt every single day. Every single day over me being like,
but
look at the couch.
But I also feel like it's like I'm living, like I'm working at my debt on my own pace because I've done, okay, listen.
Your own pace.
Okay, let me finish. So I am working at my own pace, and I'm also living in a comfortable environment of my house because it was all empty and not comfortable. And what's the point of like going from an apartment to a house if it's just I'm just gonna treat it like an apartment?
Where'd you go from an apartment to a house?
So I can have more space, mostly to make content.
Maybe you didn't need to do that yet until
because I'm doing lifestyle content now.
Maybe you didn't need to do that yet until you were out of the bad debt.
Yeah, but
you were over the credit card balance.
Okay, but you're lucky because, like you have like your niche and like you like are like happy with the content that you do. Yeah. I do content, but I'm not particularly ecstatic about it or passionate about it. I'm passionate about my show.
Yes.
But I haven't been able to do my show because of my apartment is such a small space, and I had it in like the smallest little space. So
I'm gonna push back on this.
I know. Oh well, start with what you have is what you're gonna tell me, and I did.
Yes, and I did too. I did too. It was in my little dining nook in my small condo with 2 rented cameras.
But I waited, and
not until you could afford it, though. I only got a studio when I could afford it. You didn't. You're losing $500. No. You're losing $600-700 on interest a month from the cards, and you were over a max on a credit card. Dude, I'm not beating you up. This is out of love. I want you to do better. Because imagine you being able to fully focus on your content creation because you didn't have to worry about debt to pay off.
Yeah, I guess I just get too excited when I get passionate about a new project, so I just want it to happen.
Fair. That's fair. I get that with real estate. With real estate. And, I made some impulsive decisions that I'm learning, to deal with. None of them have negatively affected me because I'm still relatively smart about them. But yes, I at least get that concept and the mindset around it. I'm just, we're not spending now, including that furniture, until we are out of bad debt. No more. Okay. Just prioritize. You're free to make any content you want to make when you don't have obligations to a debt company.
Yeah.
Right now you have obligations. They're holding you back.
I guess it's just like the struggle with content creation. It's like
Talk about it.
I have had like this niche, but I want to venture into different niches and different audiences.
How would you describe your current niche?
My current niche is Omegle and like, what's it called? Like improv audience work. So I'll like go to the bars and I will like interview people and like make jokes and like kind of like troll. And then I'll do the same on Omegle. I'll like come up with a character. Like, oh, I'm going to be weeb. So I'm like on Omegle, like saying all this weeb stuff. You know what a weeb is? You don't know what a weeb is? You're not that much older than me, I found out after watching. How old are you? Thing. I'm 23.
Oh, not.
And you don't know what a weeb is? It's like a fan of anime. That's like kind of cringe. And you're like, yeah, you know? Okay, anyways. But I just make up characters and then I'll go on Omegle and see how people react to them. So that's what I do. And I like it. It's a creative process acting out as a character, but it's just like a rinse and repeat kind of thing I do, which I'm like fine with it, but I want to do content that makes me feel more fulfilled on a creative level.
So tell me about that. What do you want to do?
So I like production. So I really like my show called Drinking with Dre that I haven't like done this whole year because of the money, really. Yeah. Like I've just paused it because I haven't done it since February because I can't really afford to do it right now.
Which makes sense.
And I like coming up with a production and a talk show where I like bring my friends on and like other content creators and we talk about like the industry and we talk about like, it's like you put down like the like content creator wall and you just like talk like people. Like that's the point of my show, which I really am passionate about. And then I want to make content that is just more of the content I consume, you know, like commentary and like creative. I don't know. I have so many ideas, but I don't have a way to execute them yet.
Yeah.
But I think
don't you think you get more freedom to try those new ideas if you do not have like a $600 a month obligation to a balance you've accumulated and you continue to accumulate?
I feel like the thought of credit cards has never really hindered me because I know a lot of people have really bad anxiety of holding debts, and a lot of the comments I've seen you guys comment are like, oh my God, I'm stressing over $1,000 and this girl has $11,000. It doesn't really put me in a state of anxiety having this debt because I know, or I have faith that eventually I'll be able to take care of it.
There's some,
and I'm working towards it.
There's some quote in the world of faith, and I'm not going to get it right, but it's like faith without action is like.
Did you see how much I was making last time a month?
I also saw you putting $1,500 on the Apple Card that's having interest get charged like crazy, and then
but I've also a lot of money paid off on cards, a card. And I've made a lot more money than last time. You've
made progress, but I am not one.
It's only been 4 months.
I am not one. It's been 5 rounded.
And you've told me that it's going to take years for me to even like touch the credit card.
Sure.
Debt. And I've done it in 4 months.
Listen,
5. Whatever.
I am not one person. I am not a person who, if I care about people, I am going to excuse bad behavior though. I celebrated the cards you paid off. Like this card, this is awesome. This is great.
Yeah.
Thrilled. But if we just sit here and say everything's perfect, everything's fine.
I'm not saying everything's perfect.
No. But if we don't call out what's more disastrous, I'm not doing my job. I'm doing a disservice, and I'm not doing to you what I would do to any friend or what I would want someone to do to me.
Okay.
So I get what you're saying. I do. I want you to have more creative freedom. And for what it's worth, yes, you're right. I've been incredibly blessed. And it's all thanks to these amazing people. Mm-hmm. I've been beyond blessed. But I kind of get what you're feeling. I'll be honest. In general, I actually really don't like this job.
I mean, that's what happens when you take something that you have as a hobby and you turn it into a job. It feels like a job.
Well, it's a little different for me. I love these conversations and I like working with my team and all that stuff. I don't like the online pressure. I don't like I'm very blessed to have an audience because it pays the bills. The number next to it gives me a lot of anxiety. Yeah. There's a lot of people, and the bigger you get, the more people out there, random people you'll never meet, assume that you're some evil person who's, doing whatever and all this crap. Yeah. And that kind of stuff, it gets to me. It gets under my bones. And I get what you're saying. I really do. I can relate.
It is really hard. I mean, like the comments I've gotten on the last financial audit I was on, it's like, they're very misogynistic, and it's very like, oh well, she should just start an OnlyFans, or oh well, she'll find some dumb guy and he'll take her under her wing and put a baby in her. And I'm like, why are they saying that's like quote for quote one I just read recently.
Goodness.
But it's like to the point where my therapist told me to stop reading the comments on the financial audit because it's like you can't it's easier said than done. You know what I mean? I can sit here and say like, you can't let it get to you, but it does get to me from time to time. If I'm having a bad day and I see something that I probably shouldn't have even looked at for my own mental health, it like throws me off the edge, and then I'm crying and watching PLL all night and not doing my work when I should be editing or something.
Yeah.
So and especially with you, because didn't you say you just started YouTube? Like,
yeah, it was like a year and a few months ago.
Yeah, and I've been doing it for like consistently as a job for like 3 or 4 years. So
make sure you're being nice. We've been called out correctly so for there being some more toxic stuff in the comment section. Like before, it's gotten a lot better. You guys have been a lot better, and I think it's because we frame it in a different way. Where I mean, it's very clear you're a bad for being on here and trying to get help. So the comment sections have gotten a lot better, and I really do appreciate that. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate that, because I know the guests do as well, because they're here to get help and they're here to help people out there. So. And I am sorry that, especially then, before we started making that proactive effort, that the comment section sucks so bad.
You can't apologize for your audience, because I have people in my audience white attack people, you know, if I go on their show or whatever. Like, you can't really control, I guess. You can like set an example for your audience, but you can't control what your audience does. So anyways, still a little side note.
So yeah, again, I want you to get to the place where you can experiment with new content and do the content you want to do. I'm blessed. I'm doing the content I want to do. I want you to be able to do that as well. You know, I get a thrilling reward of being able to see people in the comment section and in our email, and people who come back on the show or just keep us updated who have paid off their debts. And I get so excited, and I want you to have that thrill with whatever you're doing and what you want to do.
Yeah.
You can get there. Let's get there quicker by not putting balances on our credit cards.
Okay. I can't promise you I'll be perfect, but I
the only reason I don't like that, and I have to push back on that, is because you're setting yourself up for potential excuses. Don't set yourself up for excuses. No one's ever going to be perfect, but when we say that out loud, we say, it's okay that I'm not perfect right now. Swipe, swipe, swipe.
I'm not going to lie, I have cut back a lot. I know it doesn't look like it, but in terms of like my thought process, when I go to like, oh, I'm so hungry, I might want to order food, I will like cook more often. You know what I mean?
The good news is when you're on a bad debt, have a fully funded emergency fund, and you're contributing 20% to your retirement.
You want to not spend, I know.
Not that. You have 30% of your money that you can spend on whatever the you want. I don't care. We're just not there yet. So you paid this off. Again, this is awesome. I still wouldn't be doing the purchases that are on there, especially that furniture and the Uber Eats. Wouldn't be doing that.
For everyone watching, the balance was $3,500.
So that's good. I mean, that's really good. That's really, really good.
This is
PayPal credit.
This is...
Well, you were paying people through this, right?
Yeah, I pay my editors through my PayPal credit, or I'll like do my, what's it called? Like not copyright sounds for my music.
Yeah.
I will do that through this.
You pay this off every month? No.
I was carrying a balance the past 2 months because I was in a lower time in my life, but it was $700, but now it's $0.
Good.
Because I started making more money this month.
So I'm a little nervous having access to credit. What we do instead is we have big emergency funds to get us through those situations.
Okay.
But yes. Okay, so let's see here. I think we have a checking account balance. Yeah, you're like, just under $500.
I'm squinting because I'm trying to see.
PayPal stuff, some IKEA, probably from the moving. IKEA, Mooney's Burger, Dutch Bro. Okay, so remember, almost every single day on that Apple Card was you getting some eating out, and then we're coming on here and we're continuing. And you know, there's Venmo's out.
But look at my income.
Income's great, but we should.
But I get no. I'm
are
saying
you telling me nothing has come through?
I'm saying I get paid like a lot of different. I have a lot of sources of income.
That's great, but that money should be going towards paying off debt.
And it has. Not all of it has,
right, but it should. Because you wouldn't have to deal with this right now.
I know.
No, okay, right now maybe, but you're gonna.
It's because I just moved.
You're gonna have to deal. Don't excuse. Don't justify.
No, because I am gonna justify because
you didn't need to buy the furniture. You didn't.
Listen, for the furniture, buying the furniture, right? And then when I moved, I didn't have my kitchen completely packed or unpacked, so I was ordering food.
It's called unpack it and pack it. Like an adult.
I know.
What? You can't use your own laziness as the reason why. I'm not going to allow that. Come on. Come on. We know each other. I'm not going to allow.
But that is the reason though. Being lazy
doesn't mean it's good.
Being lazy or not, That is the reason.
Yeah, but like, that's a terrible reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I agree.
Good. Thrown gifts was a deposit. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Thrown gifts. A deposit.
Okay. Chickies love.
What was that?
I don't know. Coffee. Red Robin.
Oh, the Red Robin. It's only $12 because it was my birthday. And
happy birthday. Pay off debt.
I got a burger, but I had to buy a drink and tip. I tipped.
It's an expensive drink. No,
well, I tipped.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Pay off debt. Uber. Lanta Air.
Oh my God. I'll tell you this.
Louis
okay.
Fish.
I'll tell you why. Okay. So
lots of eating out here.
My friend was like, please come to PAX. And I was like, all right, I'll try. And then as it got closer, I was like, I don't think I can financially do that right now. And she said, don't worry, we'll pay for your Airbnb and all your food. You just have to buy your airplane ticket because I get invited to PAX, because I'm gaming content creator, whatever. So come down to it, when I was there, I was like, all right, because I had like no money. Mind you, I had like nothing. And she was like, sorry, like my sponsor didn't pay me, so I can't pay for your food or anything. And so we were splitting Ubers, which were like $40 each. And I was like super stressed and sad. I didn't want to like pin on her because even though I made sure multiple times beforehand, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I don't really like to rely on people for that, because like growing up, like I had no one to rely on. So when I got there and I had to pay, it was very stressful for me, but it was not in my control. And I don't want to throw her under the bus because she said she didn't get paid by a sponsor.
I'm puffed up in Sake House and Sug Soda, El Bistro. Like, come on, we're eating out a lot.
That was for my trip.
Some games. Yeah. Then we have...
It's my bills account. Yeah, it's for bills.
So the other one is you.
It's my spending account.
We're not spending though. I'm a little concerned. How did that not get across last time? You shouldn't be spending money on bull.
But sometimes I'll be out and about and I have to spend money.
What?
Like groceries?
I read off a single grocer?
It doesn't matter.
It does.
I guess not.
It does matter.
I guess there wasn't any grocery trips recently on that card.
No, because I don't call it grocery trips. Grocery trips are okay, so I didn't call them out. All that I called out was bull, though. That shouldn't be
Okay, you're right. I'm listening.
You're okay. You're listening, but I don't think you're gonna. I don't think you're gonna do anything because you didn't last time. You've made progress, yes, but you shouldn't have made progress twice as quick. Just a quick reminder that you have until the end of today to fill out the survey near the top of the description below. 4 people will win $250 that we'll send directly to you. We're just trying to learn who our audience is, and then we're going to be keeping you up to date with exciting things going on around here. So don't forget to fill it out. Love you all. Thank you.
That's kind of unfair.
No, it's not.
Because you said, okay, yeah, I have some spending, whatever, but I also have made twice the amount of income as last time in the video, and you said it would take me years, and it hasn't.
Yes, if your income goes up, that part will go quicker. But I'm just doing relative to the money that has come in. You should have gone at least a third is quick. Okay. So I mean, you 30% quicker. But you were just spending all your money on just.
No, this isn't. That's
this isn't. No, these are bills. These are bills.
And
whatever.
Bills.
But. What you're choosing to do? Lots of Uber trips. Uber. Is
that in the August?
Overdraft. Wee woo. Overdraft. $10 overdraft.
Let me see it, because that might not be for me.
Okay, so you overdraft for a reason which I am not happy with.
I'm not either.
And fix it. Fix it is all I'm gonna say. Fix that. That's stupid. More Amazon. Fitness. That's good. Are you still doing that thing where you go and get a bunch of needles and liquids in you?
Yes and no. I don't do it because I don't really have to, but because I don't really drink anymore. But
it's good.
I haven't canceled the subscription yet.
That's not good.
I know, because I tried to, and they're like, you need to give us a heads up, 30 days. So it should be next month. It won't be there because I tried to cancel this previous month, but then I had to give it like a month advance. So
if you bring in $10,000, but then again, are you setting 30% aside for taxes?
I was. I said 20% aside.
No.
Why 30? I don't think we're in the same tax bracket.
No, because you're going to have to pay things like self-employment taxes and everything like that.
Yeah.
Top tax bracket is like almost 40. So it's like, but I want you with self-employment taxes and everything.
I write off a lot.
Sure. But wouldn't you rather be safe?
I guess so.
Instead of having to fork over some money that you're not expecting?
Savings account. Or
No?
It might be under there.
I don't think so.
I sent it.
Oh, 900.
Oh, yeah, my little.
All right.
It was more, and it was in the high yield, 4%. Is that correct? 4% high yield.
Well, I don't know. Was it 4%?
I don't know.
4.5
It was
SoFi,
one you
that's what I
recommended
use.
me.
Oh, before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I use SoFi now because it's 4.5%, but
Will I get penalized for switching?
no.
Okay. Let me fix
$2,735 on rent. It's a lot.
Wait. Okay, I pay half that.
Okay. So you pay good. I was going to say, because after you set 30% aside for taxes, which you need to start doing, honestly, these next few months, I need you to start setting 50% aside for taxes to catch up for the previous months, or else you're going to have a scary tax situation again. I don't want you to have to pay penalties and all that stuff. And then you're going to want to start doing quarterly next year.
Okay.
So good. You pay half of that. That's within your budget. Transportation, 5.8% of your spending. Medical, and I bet it's that thing that you haven't canceled. Well, there's also the dental.
Yeah, I had a fractured tooth, and
You're lucky you're bringing in a good amount of money. It was 5.2% of your spending, but all the extra miscellaneous stuff, which by the way was probably eating out all those Apple swipes. That's
the big one.
That's just extra. Other large purchases, something for Key Bank, Latitude, Restore.
Oh, Key Bank is my car. Latitude
There's your
is
moving,
my old.
2 men in a truck, an oil change, Clear Me. $668 of Amazon. Lots of PayPal and out. A lot of that for work. A lot for splitting things. Big Cartel.
Was it out? Oh,
Yes.
that could have been for work, splitting things. Yeah.
And then Apple charges as well. So
Big Cartel.
your BS food is likely actually closer to 10%.
Yeah,
10% of your spending went to. But in 10% doesn't sound like a crazy amount, and it's not. And when you have no debt and a fully funded emergency fund, it's not. But guess what? That's 10% of your spending that could have gone towards debt.
Yeah, but the extra other things were like my car and stuff, so they should be in the other category.
Do you hear me being upset about those?
Yeah, I no.
No, so it's
Sorry.
the extra stuff. Then Spruce, Tiny Aquatics. You know Don?
No.
Don's cool. He's the owner.
I knew someone who worked there though, who was actually a streamer.
Who? So worked or works?
Worked.
Do you know John?
No.
John's pretty cool. He's like the big dude.
Maybe because everyone there is super friendly. I'm always talking to everyone in there.
They're really cool.
But yeah,
Shout out.
I just got
Non-paid sponsorship.
I just got a bunch of plants from them and just some soil. The soil is hella expensive.
Yeah, aqua soil. Definitely quite the expense. And then IKEA and stuff like that. So, I mean, you spent a good amount of your money on and probably about 10% eating out and getting like drinks and stuff like that. Just the juices, the smoothies. So,
yeah.
Again, not a crazy percentage. It's just that could have gone towards that. You're elongating your own pain in your own situation. That's what you're choosing to do. You'd rather have a little temporary fun now instead of getting rid of the debt aggressively and then being able to live up your life.
I could be getting rid of it aggressively.
And I would, because then you can live your life. Then you have lower risks to try the other new shows. And you can just do the things you want to do. $10,000 comes in. What's your portion of rent?
2,350 divided by.
I got 2,735. Oh, but that may have been utilities and stuff.
Oh, it might be then. So just divide that by 2. It could be utilities because I just
rent, mortgage, water,
you want just
utilities,
rent.
and electric. Nope, that's okay. So do you split utilities and all that stuff too?
1,350 divided by.
Well,
2.
1 second. Do you split all that other stuff too?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just do the total.
Okay. And we have to hire pest control right now because we have a scorpion infestation.
I'm surprised that the landlord's not taking care of that.
I know. I texted them and they said, "Oh, whatever you have to do to be comfortable."
I have that's weird. I have a few properties that I've renovated and then rented out so that people,
it's just because
they want places people would want to live before. But either way, whenever there's issues like that and stuff, I try to be, a really responsible and respectful
landlord.
So
it's a new house. It was built this year, so that's why the scorpions are there apparently. Because we did some research. It says that new houses are more likely to have
lived in a new
scorpions.
house. I have not seen a single scorpion.
Well, if it was built
I have
on
pest
a
control
nest.
though.
Okay.
So
I've done a DIY pest control, but it's not worth it.
No, probably not. Okay.
I tried going the cheap route.
Okay, what is internet, phone, all that?
My phone bill is, I think, $100, but I'm paying for my mom's right now.
How much is that?
So $250
total?
My mom and my brother, yeah.
Okay. And roommate pays for that. Okay, so $250 for phone. Okay. Your debt, looking at $600 essentially.
Damn.
Yeah. Car insurance?
My car insurance is $250.
All right, whatever the food situation is at home and all that stuff, you're allowed to contribute $300 a month to the pile. And then you have, because I know a lot of it has to do with work and stuff like that too, I'm going to give you like toilet paper and makeup fund, all that stuff, $200. It's usually...
Yeah, that's fine.
Usually I do $100.
I also recently, I don't get my hair done anymore. I did it myself this time with a box dye, which is so bad for your hair, but because of what you said last time, because I used to spend $400 getting it done.
Oh, well, that's a lot.
So,
but I know women's hair is very expensive.
I did it myself, and I've been drinking out less. I haven't really gone out ever since. And yeah. What
else is in your monthly thing? There are some insurances. We'll call them 50 total. The lemonades.
My car, I guess.
Is there a debt?
Yeah. I forgot to include it, but I owe $11,000 on it, so it's the same as my Amex. But you said I was in the better half of the loan because it was really.
Oh, what's the rate? I forgot.
8.
Huh?
8%.
Oh, you're in the point where the vast majority of your payments are going to principal, not interest.
I've paid most of it out, yeah.
You've paid the interest, okay.
I know, it's a lot. I got it when I was 19.
What's the monthly payment?
$400.
I was going to give you $50 for something. What was that for?
Makeup, hair.
No, that was $200. What about gas? $50 for the different lemonade insurances.
Oh yeah, because that's my pets.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I spend on gas because I don't really drive that much.
90 is what we had.
Yeah, that was my one time I filled it up.
Cancel everything else, other subscription except for business stuff. Business stuff is good.
Also, I need a business to pay my editors.
How much goes into business? Let's just put it all in one for simplicity.
Okay, I pay my editors $175 average per video.
How many videos a month?
It can range from.
Let's do average.
Let's say 3. And then for shorts, $60 per short, so 60 times 3 too. So 175 plus 60 times 3.
Okay. Any other business
How
expenses? $705.
Oh, that's a lot. No.
Yeah, but you make $10,000.
I guess for business expenses, I guess makeup kind of plays into that.
I put that in your TP fund, so it works.
Or like props or anything I need to buy for like a stream, I guess. But
$100 a month, would that cover it?
Yeah.
So let's call it then 805. And then let's call, you have other subscriptions and stuff for the business purposes, which are fine as well. So that's 805. Let's just round it to 1,000 for business.
That's how much it was last time too.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Okay. So let's add up your budget.
And I get $50 more for food now because last time it was $250.
Inflation, baby. Inflation. Let's go.
You think inflation hit that fast? You know, the dollar store.
That's just what I'm allowing you to contribute to.
The dollar store is now the $1.25 store. Did you know that?
No.
Isn't that like absurd?
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't just lower the portion sizes. Yeah, they probably did that as well.
And there's no such thing as a $5 foot long at Subway anymore.
Yeah, I did know that. That's been a while though. So you easily have $5,500 left on a monthly basis. If you bring in $10,000, which this month you're definitely projected. Yes. If you're not around, and you're around, so stop it.
No, because my extra $5,000, I guess you could be like, oh, you could pay towards your debt, but I've been buying furniture, and I've also had my extra moving costs. So.
And guess what? Stop. So $5,500, dude. 1.5 months, Apple Card is done because you're not spending a single cent on it. It's literally as easy as that. Sure, the income might be a little less. Sometimes business expenses might be a little more. But on average, month and a half from now, dude, the Apple Card is done. The Amex card is done in just over 2 months. And then the car, I would just, because...
An additional 2 months from the 1.5.
Yeah, right? So at that point, we're...
So 3.5.
Let's call it 4 months. Let's call it 4 months total. Just be conservative with the income fluctuating. The car, you're right. You're on the other side of it. And I was just trying to finesse things. But what I want to do for you is I want to make you not have minimum monthly payments. If you don't have minimum monthly payments, you're not obligated to other people, meaning you can take more risks on businesses. Last time I knew I was aware, but this time I'm more fully aware of you wanting to venture into different things, which might take a business hit. Without those, the $1,000 you have in minimum monthly payments, we're just trying to fully get rid of them so that you don't have to worry about those things. So in another, let's just call it 3 months, just to be super conservative, the car is done as well.
So additional 3 months from that.
It'll take 6 to 7 months.
So
6
that's
to 7
4,
months.
5, 6, 7. Okay.
And then it take minus the debts, the $1,000.
Also,
debts.
I did not take your advice for something. I still have $4,000 in my Robinhood, but it's in the S&P 500.
I mean, that's fine.
I know it's like
just not beating the
growing, but it's also my interest rate.
It is. The S&P 500 has done great this year. It's just it's not even coming close to beating the 25% on Apple, so it doesn't really make
realistically could sell it, but I'm like scared to sell it because I'm scared to even touch it.
Fine. Do this in 7 months and you don't have to. Okay. Or you make it go even quicker. That's up to you. Then from there, what I need you to do is at least a 9-month emergency fund, which is $31,500 in a high yield savings account at all times, while setting 30% aside for taxes, which we did not account into this equation. So you're right. This is actually probably going to take 9 months until you're fully out of the debt because you're setting 30% aside for taxes. 9 to 10 months and you're fully out of the debt.
So that's when we're doing our next episode?
Sure.
Okay.
And just keep me updated along the way, just like everyone else. But 31,000. You never asked for help along the way, though. A lot of people ask for help. You did not ask for help or advice.
I feel weird asking for help because I know this is like your content.
It's more than that, though.
You know what I mean? Because I originally let me be clear.
I would do this if we weren't making videos because I love this.
Okay, because I'll tell you what. For the first financial audit I went on the show primarily because I was going to buy your $300 little private session thing, so it wasn't public.
That was a long time ago, yeah.
But then I was like, I'll just ask him if I can go on the show. And then...
Free?
Then you were like, are you going to go on my show? And I was like, if I'm invited to, I will. So that's why I didn't ask for help because I don't want to like take advantage.
You're not.
Of your financial...
You're not. Anyone who's a guest... This is... I think for a lot of people, when they're looking through a screen, it all seems fake and all that stuff, and I get that.
Well, because I know how, like, I've been in so many different shows.
We're busy, but I have a team now that helps. So we want every single guest along the process because the most rewarding thing in the world, regardless of the income that comes from this, if you get out of debt and you live your amazing life, it'd be incredible. So not for a single second do you think, I don't want you to think for a single second that you can't reach out for help or advice.
Okay.
Always, 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 please. So... in an additional, that was like 5 or 6 months, I need you to save up $30,000 for a 9-month emergency fund. And then you're perfectly fine to 50, 30, 20, 50% on needs, 30% on wants, and 20% on investing.
Okay.
Always 30% set aside for taxes, though. People always ask me, what high yield savings account do I use for my own money? Some of you know by now it's SoFi. I love them. It's great for my checking account needs. It's great for my high yield savings account needs. And right now I'm getting 4.5% interest on my monies. I love that rate on my monies. So if you want to get a great rate like that on your monies, just check out the link in the description below. I have a paid affiliate link there. You can get bonuses all the way up to $250, and I took advantage of that, and you should too.
Okay. 30%?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Because I was going to do 20.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, so you're right. I did. We had conversations about 20 last time and stuff like that. But I think our boy Graham reacted and he was like, no, she could get into a dangerous situation. She should do 30.
And he called me a millennial.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm 23.
Yeah. I'm on that edge, though. I
You are
fall into
not.
neither categories.
Well, I want to say you're not millennial, but you didn't even know what weeb was.
Weeble?
Weeb. Like what
Weeb?
a weeb is. Like you don't know a lot of internet.
I don't know. Gen Z say I'm a millennial. Millennials say I'm Gen Z. So
I guess you're on the edge.
yeah, I'm in that weird hybrid. So either way, that's what I think. I think in a year, if you do this right, a year and a quarter, fully debt-free, taxes are always paid for, and you have a 9-month emergency fund, and you can just live the best life ever.
How do we know what is an emergency and what's not?
Emergency is like, okay, something, so let's say you always have $1,000 in your checking account, right?
Mm-hmm.
And something like a car happens or something medical happens, anything like that. I know, exactly. So when that happens and it goes above that $1,000 in your checking account, then you use your emergency fund to pay for it.
So like a deductible.
But then you don't have fun until you refill that emergency fund until it's back up to normal, and then you resume life.
Okay.
So it's their safety net. Car breaks down, you go buy a car.
And then
Like
you
fully
refill.
breaks down,
And then I buy it. I don't finance it?
I would not finance.
Okay.
No.
I don't know if it's like...
Again, as you said, with like me and my financing furniture, when you're very financially savvy, there's ways you can finance cars and technically squeeze out an extra 1-2% on your money overall. And I like doing that. For the average person, it's not right.
I don't know specifically if this is a thing with taxes because I'm not really educated on that. Hence why I'm on the show. But with taxes, isn't it like if you have a heavy car, you can write it off?
Yes.
Because I have a Land Rover.
Well,
It's
when'd you buy it, though?
in 2019.
There's definitely work with your CPA. Definitely work with your CPA.
I think I mentioned that to them, but they're not really hands on. I just sent everything.
You might need a new CPA.
I might, but I'm scared.
Um,
It's really hard to find one that
because you
understands
have the
social
debt
media.
on that, so you can manipulate some things with
Okay.
your debt. So,
Also, I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
how your Omegle experience was.
oh, that's right. So she convinced me to go on Amigo once, and I thought of potentially doing a show out of it,
I
like
think
random
that you should
audits.
come on my video. 'Cause I
Sure,
do Omegle
I'll do it.
videos. Okay.
I'll do it. Way too many schlongadongadongs, for me personally. And that was pretty much the experience. And I figured out if I'm going to make a show, probably shouldn't have things flopping all over the place.
Yeah, but you would just censor it or cut it out. You want like a live show? I do it on Kick because they're not as strict if we accidentally see. If I accidentally see a penis, I'm like, and I skip it right away.
I don't want to pay my employees to have to censor dongs.
I know my editors have a fun time with that.
It was whatever.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Okay, well, who knows? Maybe you'll find love on Omegle.
But I'll be on your show, though.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
We'll do finding Caleb love on Omegle.
Finding Caleb 500 dongs on Omegle.
I mean, if you're into
wait.
that, you can find that too. You can find anything you want on Omegle.
I think everyone finds that on Omegle.
But yeah.
Any final thoughts? Any final questions?
I probably do have questions, but I don't know them right now.
That's totally okay. Well, I mean, we're all, don't hesitate to ask. Let's get you out of debt. Let's get you to have an amazing life, yeah?
Oh, our next podcast.
Yeah?
Or whatever this is.
This show?
This is a podcast format.
Yeah. People consume it as a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do when I'm like folding clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any questions for the video.
You said our next podcast.
Oh, yeah. When is it?
Oh, whenever you want to do another update, whether that be 6 months or when you're out of debt.
I didn't know I'd be coming back so soon.
Yeah.
I won't even lie to you.
But I'm glad you did, because I think we
But you were
caught
like,
some.
come on. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, why don't I have you on? You're the third most viewed video. We're friends in real life, so we may as well record another episode. But I'm actually really glad we did, because I didn't have access to your finances before this, obviously. And hopefully we caught lots of justification, lots of things that you can get out of this a lot earlier instead of stretching this out to 2 to 3 years.
I agree. I will try to get it done.
All right, for Adriana, making progress. Obviously, she could be doing a lot better. Her Hammer financial score, I actually don't remember from the original one. Curious if it raised. It will be raising really soon when she gets out of debt. For the spending in the budget, that was just insane. It was insane. I'll give it a 1 out of 10. Luckily, it's because her income is so strong, but it was still really bad. Debt, 2 out of 10. Emergency fund, at least there's something a little there, 1 out of 10. Retirement, a little bit in single stocks, 1 out of 10. No, it was the S&P 500, but a little bit in Robinhood, 1 out of 10. Real estate, not a part of the conversation yet, 0 out of 10. So that's going to be 1 out of 10. And don't forget to check out all the resources linked in the description below. They are what I use or would use in specific situations. If you want to be in an episode of Financial Audit and you're able to make it down to Austin, Texas, fill out the survey in the description below.